Announcer bot is active. The race session is at prototype Zwartkops Raceway. Danny van Rooyen from Netherlands is P1. Mike McDeer from South Africa is second. Peter Geldenhuis from South Africa is P3. Janine Glad from South Africa is fourth. Peter Grobler is fifth. Yuan Nyeman from South Africa is P6. Blake Kruger from South Africa is 7th. Danny van Rooyen is first. Ernest Heather entering the pits is 9. Mike McDeer entering the pits is P10. Ernest Heather exiting pits. Peter Grobler is third. Tommy Glad from South Africa is fifth. Mike McDeer exiting pits. Janine Glad is P6. Yuan Nyeman is 7th. Leon van Linden from South Africa is 9th. Peter Geldenhuis is second, 0.5 behind Danny van Rooyen. South Africa is fourth, 0.4 behind Peter Grobler. Yuan Nyeman on lap 2 is fifth, 0.3 behind Blake Kruger. Janine Glad is 7th, 0.3 behind Ernest Heather. Blake Kruger is 4th. Mike McDeer is P8, 0.9 behind Janine Glad. Blake Kruger is P4, 0.5 behind Tommy Glad. Yuan Nyeman is P5, 0.5 behind Blake Kruger. Yuan Yemend is now P4. Tommy Glad is 5th, 0.2 ahead of Ernest Heather. Leon van Linden entering the pits is first. Mike McKeer is P8, 0.4 behind Ernest Heather. Tommy Glad exiting pits. Ernest Heather from South Africa is P5, 1.6 ahead of Mike McGeer. Ernest Heather exiting pits. Ernest Heather is now P8. Peter Grobler is 7th, 0.2 behind Janine Glad. Peter Grobler passed Janine Glad for P6. Ernest Heather from South Africa is 8th, 0.2 behind Janine Glad. Tommy Glad exiting pits. Ernest Heather passed Janine Glad for P7. Blake Kruger is 3rd, 0.7 behind Peter Geldenhuis. Mike McGeer is P5 driving Audi, 0.7 behind Yuan Yemend. Blake Kruger is 3rd. Peter Geldenhuis on lap 7 is 2nd, 0.4 ahead of Blake Kruger. Blake Kruger is P3, 0.4 behind Peter Geldenhuis. Mike McGeer on lap 8 is P3, 0.4 behind Peter Geldenhuis. Leon van Linden exiting pits. Mike McGeer passed Peter Geldenhuis for P2. Ernest Heather is P6, 0.5 behind Peter Geldenhuis. Ernest Heather passed Peter Geldenhuis for P5. Peter Geldenhuis is 6th, 0.5 behind Ernest Heather. Leon van Linden entering the pits is 10th. Peter Grobler is 4th, 0.9 behind Blake Kruger. Blake Kruger on lap 9 is third, 1.2 ahead of Peter Grobler. Peter Grobler on lap 10 is fourth, 1.5 behind Blake Kruger. Blake Kruger is third, 1.8 ahead of Peter Grobler. Ernest Heather is P5, 1.3 behind Peter Grobler. Blake Kruger is third, 2.1 ahead of Peter Grobler. Ernest Heather is fifth, 0.5 behind Peter Grobler. Yuan Niemand is sixth. Peter Grobler entering the pits is P2. Tommy Glad entering the pits is P7.